remember the name of the girl, so I don't know.
Well, that shows how much I know about that kind of pop culture.
Yes, well.
Here we are.
Yeah, we're here. Sorry.
Did you?
Skype's asking me to rate my overall quality of the call, but, like, we're still on it, so.
Welcome to the Vicis Icisinterimo 30 Minutes to Kill podcast.
That may have been the sound check that we just previously did. At any rate, you are listening to the Vicis Icisinterimo show, 30 Minutes to Kill.
Yay!
More or less. A horror entertainment podcast featuring horror, suspense, and psychological thrillers.
Yes.
You can find us...
We don't do blood and guts, though. We really don't.
For the most part, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to do some, though. We haven't done it for quite a while now, so I want to do a nice, good, gory... Can be silly, too, but a gory movie.
Oh, no. You're losing me on that, but...
Okay, well, we'll see. Anyhow, what was I saying? I was telling people where they can find us. They can find us at iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, and a number of other places. We are now on Spreaker, Google+, and of all things, you can find us on YouTube.
And I did not understand that first one you said.
That's because I said Spreaker. It's
Spreaker.
Not speaker. It's Spreaker.
I thought you said Streaker, and that's like an entirely different thing.
That's an entirely different show, and nobody really wants to see that.
Yeah.
But did you hear what I say? You can also find us on YouTube, that you can listen to the podcast. We don't have any visuals that go with it, but you can actually listen there. So if you can get access to that, and you can't you can't find us on Facebook, or you can't find us other places, so...
they found us somewhere because they're listening to us right now.
This is true, but there's a number of other places that might be more convenient for them.
I had no idea that you got us on YouTube.
Well, I know. I've been working hard these past few weeks. I know it looks like we haven't been doing anything for the podcast, but behind the scenes, there's all kinds of things going on.
Okay.
Lots of changes for the new year.
So how do I find us on YouTube?
You just punch in Vicis Icisinterimo, 30 Minutes to Kill.
Okay.
Yeah, just plug it into the computer. I tell you that all the time, but there will now appear
a
podcast in many new places.
Okay, so if I'm on YouTube.com and I just do a search for Vicis Icisinterimo, there it will be.
It should be right there.
Okay, too bad Vicis Icisinterimo is so hard to spell.
It is. You can put in 30 Minutes to Kill, too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, well, anyhow, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm introducing the show.
Oh, well, hey, that's important to know.
Well, we can get to that later.
I'm learning stuff. I had no idea.
Well, it was supposed to be a surprise for you and everybody, as I guess it was.
I'm surprised.
All right. Well, I am Michael Madsaxxon Jones, here with my lovely wife and co-host, Lori.
That would be me.
Yes. Generally, we have 4 segments to each show. We have Laid to Rest, where we clear up things from previous podcasts. We have a movie review. This movie review is going to be Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, no, it is?
Yes, it is.
Did you see what I posted yesterday on our Facebook page?
I'm not sure that I did.
Okay.
I was too busy.
It's for the best.
Uh-oh.
I thought we were doing a different movie.
We'll get to that one next. But garbage in, garbage out, where we discuss anything else as far as books, movies, other media that we may have enjoyed over the past couple weeks or whatever the time may be. And we generally end with a crawling chaos, a factoid or topic or something that we've never talked about on the show before, sometimes silly, sometimes serious, most always chaotic. Do you have one of those today?
I am looking for one.
Well, in the meantime, we're going to cut to some music, and I'll give you a chance to prepare your notes. I think we're going to forego the Laid to Rest because we really don't have anything to talk about, since we covered last episode was our top 5 of 2015. That's the top 5 movies that we saw that were new to us in 2015.
Yes.
You can see the previous episode for that. But I'm going to give you a second to prepare, since you didn't realize we were doing Nightcrawler first.
Oh, I'm prepared.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
I make my living Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a job. I'm a hard worker. I set high goals. My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. So what do you say? I could start tomorrow, or even why not tonight?
No, I'm not hiring.
We're first! Go around! Get a shot inside the car!
Hey, back away.
I got it. I'm back.
Will this be on television?
Morning news. If it bleeds, it leads.
Are you currently hiring? I'm starting a TV news business.
You, get back.
I film breaking stories. Maybe you saw my item this morning, you were fatal carjacking.
No, I mean, I don't have a TV.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Does it have GPS?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're hired.
Okay. We're taking the next right. Good, stupid!
You beat the police. I will never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. Excuse me. I have something you'll be very excited about.
You have a good eye. I want you to contact me when you have something.
Something like this.
Think of our newscast as a screaming woman running down the street with her throat cut.
You will be seeing me again.
Any unit, residential 211.
A home invasion.
You gotta call the cops.
And we will, at the right time.
But I don't know what to.
We're gonna find the person that drove that car.
Start filming.
I'm Detective Fanieri. I think you withheld information.
That would be a very unprofessional thing for me to do.
It would be murder.
I want what you promised me. I want something people can't turn away from.
911, what's your emergency?
We want all of this.
Oh my God! I think Lou is inspiring all of us to reach a little higher.
I am ill prepared. Sorry.
Is your stomach just... Right.
I'm getting there. Here we go. Any day now.
Before we begin, I had a time deciding whether or not to include Nightcrawler as one of our, as a horror movie review, arguably.
Okay.
And I decided that it is horror enough. Nowadays, blood and gore don't excite the way they used to. Wow, that makes me sound jaded and whatever. It's not necessarily what it takes to make a horror movie. What really makes a horror movie for me these days, and I think it's the same for you, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But it's the unsettling
Yes.
feeling. When if I can watch something, no, I don't need just mean watch gross out, scary, cruelty, things like that. Not that type of stuff. But if I can watch, well, we'll get more into that. But that's the reason why I include this, because it is unsettling.
If I know we didn't do a laid to rest segment, really, we skipped over it because we didn't have anything to look back at from our last episode. But I'm going to talk about our last episode now.
Okay.
Even though we're supposed to be talking about our new movie. But we did our top 5 movies from this last year. And my number 1 movie was Imposter.
Yes.
So I absolutely know what you're talking about, and I get what you're saying, and I agree, because Imposter, arguably, it was not a horror movie, but yeah.
It had horror elements that made it worth discussing.
Yeah, I mean, horror is in the, you could find horror in a lot of places. Horror isn't always a monster or blood.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always have to have those elements, or,
Right.
doesn't always have to be supernatural, or, those are some of my favorites, but yeah, so Nightcrawler. It's actually, the genre it's put into is thrillers.
I saw that, and I saw crime dramas was another listing that I saw it under.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this movie, Nightcrawler, is from 2014, and it is rated R. Eager for any work that will make ends meet, Lou Bloom joins the flock of camera crews prowling the nighttime streets of Los Angeles in search of scandal and crime. But before long, Lou finds himself caught in the tabloid limelight. That's a pretty good...
I guess so.
Could he be any creepier?
That's what I was going to say. It makes me appreciate Jake Gyllenhaal or Jake Gyllenhaal. I can't
Yeah, you'll never get it right.
I'll never get that one right.
Yeah. Jake himself is the only one on the planet who could pronounce that right. His sister could probably pronounce it.
Probably so. But Jake Gyllenhaal, it confirms for me that he is a good actor. And that's one of the things that stood out while watching this.
Yes.
It's like, damn, he is good. I'm forgetting who he is.
Yes.
Absorbed in the character that he's playing in this, and I felt unsettled watching him.
Yes,
he was
a
scary guy, a skinny, wiry, not very intimidating, nothing like I'm sure what he plays in Southpaw or whatever, some other movies where he's done physical roles and stuff. This one, to see his character didn't appear to be threatening or intimidating in any way until he opened his mouth.
Yes. He seemed really dangerous.
Yeah. Much of what you see, you don't even see it. That's the key. It's implied. Things happen off screen that you know what happened. You don't have to see any more than you get a few visual clues.
Right.
That if you're watching and paying attention, it's like, oh, that situation went bad. We didn't see it. We don't know exactly what went down, but yeah, it's so. I don't know. Does it really touch on the synopsis that you read? Does it really touch on what he's doing? It was interesting to see.
No, that's just the general. Because yes, it starts out. We see him. He's eager for any work that will make ends meet. It's not kidding. He's not above the law.
Certainly not.
He's. Yeah, I mean, he's doing criminal activity. He's stealing. He's a thief.
Yeah.
So he's pretty crooked, but super hyper intelligent.
Well, it's self-taught. Yeah.
Yeah, very articulate. And yeah, he'd taken classes online and spent a lot of time online just reading and learning stuff. Obviously, he has an impeccable memory. Apparently, I wish my brain could have hold on to all of that stuff and have instant recall. Because he had an answer for everything. Everything he talked about, it was like, oh yeah, okay, this is a smart guy and he knows what he's doing. But yeah, he was sick though.
Yes, very, very well, very much disturbed. It's funny because when I think of this movie, a couple of movies that sprang to mind, for various reasons, were the movie Apt Pupil, the Stephen King adaptation, that was made into a movie, and Taxi Driver also came to mind.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
For his his socially awkwardness.
Yes.
Reminded me of De Niro in Taxi Driver. Okay. Though arguably in Taxi Driver you've got somebody else a little bit more to root for.
Yeah.
This one, the most amusing thing.
I would much rather hang out with Travis than with this guy. Lou. No thanks.
Definitely. The most amusing thing about this was when you tried to describe to another friend that hadn't seen this what we had watched. A third friend was there, and he spoke up, and as soon as he heard the word Nightcrawler, he perked up, and I thought, oh, no, we're not talking about the X-Men, because I was sure that was a reference he was making. And he paused, and he looked at me, he's like, no, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
So our friend's husband asked, oh, well, was that a good movie? And he just kind of looked at me and said, we both agreed, this isn't a movie you necessarily need to watch twice.
Right.
Good movie to watch once. Not sure you need to see it a second time. It wasn't, and we're making it sound